Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Tonight, an NFC North rivalry renewed between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Ty Chandler to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year. The 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
You know, Kate, that injury robbed us all of what looked like a promising rookie season through the preseason where this kid was on fire. But he's still got a year of learning from head coach Kevin O'Connell. Maybe more importantly, watching Sam Darnold's magical season. Now the ball's in his hands.
Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy has a man, Justin Jefferson. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, the spot's at the 37. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Wait for this. I'm not having fun anymore.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They're now set for 1st and 10. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
That's a pretty good look right there at the struggle offensive linemen have. Athletically, they're just not as fast as these linebackers. And if they don't win early, those linebackers outrun them and make a play like that behind the line.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First and 10. Here's Jones. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's McCarthy to throw. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Justin Jefferson. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. but find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. That's a perfect play to break it big.
First down from the red zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. It's second and goal.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
One after try, good by Reichert. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away.
For the Vikings.
Devin Duvernay to return it. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
His rookie season last year, Kate, a reminder that no matter how talented you are, this league can humble you. And it didn't help being the most sacked quarterback in football as well. But remember, 3,500 yards and 20 touchdowns, he showed glimpses of what I know Chicago wants more of this year.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Williams from the gun. Complete right side. Burton has it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's good for a Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Off the play fake, Williams. Throw left side is hauled in by Loveland. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down.
17 more yards.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
First down, here's Swift. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Harrison Smith in on the stop.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 29. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And Williams is going to get them the first down with a slide at the end of it.
It's a gain of 11.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Working inside the red zone. They set up the screen here to Swift. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Second down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun, Williams. Getting out to his left. And Williams is going to get them the first down with a slide at the end of it.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Chicago Bears. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and goal, Swift. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears finish off their opening drive. All right, partner, one drive in, and we can say this guy's been perfect. 4 passes, no incompletions, and that touchdown to end it.
And you and I both know that incompletion will come eventually. Might not arrive for a while, man. That offense was humming on that opening drive, and they can't wait for their second bite.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Chandler now on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. On play action now, McCarthy. Finds his fullback. And he'll get it up to the 44. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, McCarthy has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Out of the gun and give to Jones. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pass is caught, it's T.J. Hawkinson. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
To T.J. Hawkinson. A gain of 31 yards. First down, Vikings.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Textbook hitch route. Hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Throwing now from the gun. The Bears close it in, and they'll get him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Reichert connects there. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Play brought to an end by Jonathan Grenard.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Now Williams. The right side hauled in by Komet. And he'll get it up to the 27.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
3rd down. Here's Williams. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for the Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 11, and that's a Chicago first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
They're on the counter with Swift, and he has enough room to gain about 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Going to run again with Swift. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Bears first down.
I think it's so easy for us up here in the booth or sitting on the couch watching at home wondering why. How do those guys fall for that misdirection? But on the field, that play happens so fast and the execution so high for that offense to get a big-time run.
The tight end going in motion right. First down throw by Williams. Not enough on this throw. It hits the turf instead of his man.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Running with Swift out of the gun. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
And the Vikings going to the dime package here. 3rd down coming up. Williamson throw. Here's pressure, and he's dropped by the Vikings. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a first down. They'll run here following the penalty. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Williams. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears take a field goal lead in ROK opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears take a 4-point lead.
Bears 14, Vikings 10.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Chandler now on the return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Vikings now set to take the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take the lead on the first play of the drive. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings push their lead to 3.
17. Bears 14.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's first and 10. To throw, Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 17-14 ball game. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They have it on 2nd and short. That's more of the catch out left. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
A good RPO play, it takes a lot of timing. Proper decision-making from a calm, cool, collected offense. Well, that one didn't have any of it.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Williams from the gun. That one's nabbed by Komet. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Komet's got it, left side. Good reaction to the RPO. They're going to get to him behind the line.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. To the air yet again. Williams. That's one on the quick slant. And he's short the first after a mild gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Again, it's Williams. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings and their QB, J.J. McCarthy, returning to the field on offense. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. He's running for it. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Minnesota.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
From the gun, Jones gets it. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. And a Vikings 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first, with some room to spare.
The pitch is to Jones. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
He'll try and run this.
You know, that may have been a situation, and look back on it, he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. On the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got time here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. Reichert connects there. And that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Bears back out on offense. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And no question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And Williams is going to get them the first down with a slide at the end of it.
It's a gain of 18.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you've got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
The draw now, this is Swift. We'll have him gain up about a handful there. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. From the 42. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 28. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. but that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Running behind center with Swift. And gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Complete right side. Burden has it. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
That's another Bears first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Inside handoff to Swift. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Now from back at the 7, here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Williams. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder. Santos' kick is good. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. 1st and 10. It's McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch. That yak. I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. McCarthy throwing here. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and just 2 to go. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on fourth. Starts his return from the 23. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Brought down by Javon Hargrave.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Staying grounded with Swift. He's got to gain a 6 there. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. To throw is Williams. That one's cut along the left sideline. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. This is Swift. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Williams to throw on 1st. He's keeping it. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for another Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
Williams on 1st down. That's incomplete left side. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. And now they face 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
On play action, here's Williams. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a 2nd quarter lead. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the 1st half of play.
Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears take a 4-point lead.
Bears 24, Vikings 20.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Chandler now on the return. Escapes a defender. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he's stopped. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll start with a give to Jones. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And they bring him down around the 34. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
When you call that 1st down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Staying on the ground here with Jones. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And they're going to give him the 24-yard line. He's stopped a step short of that 1st down marker. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. The Vikings pushing for a late spark before halftime. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. He's going to try to pick it up. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. The Bears decide to call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So the Vikings will try a field goal on 4th down. Will Reichert headed out. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Reichert connects there. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Give him the 1st half trifecta. He's 3 for 3 on field goals. And as much as they'd like 6 points to end drives, not 3, they can at least be happy they're getting consistent looks inside field goal range, and he's delivering.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing from the gun here. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the 37. Gets his running back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
Finds the in route complete. And after making a catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Chicago first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here's Williams again. That throw finds Komet. And they bring him down around the 34. Timeout Chicago. It uses its seconds. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He has the first over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Bears first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. This one from 42 yards out. Santos' kick is good. And that'll push their lead to 4.
Kate, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half. He'll throw it. Gets him on the out route. And he'll get it up to the 44. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here on the 5th floor studios. A little abridged version of the halftime report here, as both defensive coordinators might be having speaks with their players. That begs the question, can any defense get a stop in the second half? To find out, let's go back out to the stadium and join our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage, so no gain on 1st down.
Man, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Williams from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Impressive play, but they are well shy of the 1st down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Their punter making his way out now. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. The Vikings offense back to the field now. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. He put everything he had into this one. It's Jalen Johnson on the interception. And the Bears bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a 2nd half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the 1st play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
The Bears about set for their next possession. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Going one again with Swift. He's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Bears first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Running with Swift out of the gun. And he'll find that for a few. It's 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
It's a dime look by the Vikings. 3rd down coming. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
A gain of 14 yards. And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st down, Williams to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Hey, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
A gain of 6. That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Swift. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby. But you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Working from the gun, Williams. And the Vikings rush brings him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. To throw, Williams. He'll make a big play on the ground. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Santos' kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Quick throw is caught. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. McCarthy going to keep it himself. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Vikings...
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They'll give left side to Jones. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Hits him on the in route. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Jalen Johnson with the stop.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the grab with Swift. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Williamson throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
And the Vikings going to the dime package here. 3rd down coming up. They kick the running back in motion. 3rd down. Here's Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that third down.
They'll bring out the punter here. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. He has it at the 33. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Vikings.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Yet again, it's Jefferson. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
All set up now for 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And they take this in for the score. The Vikings can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Well, Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at him. Had they? I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, that's 6 big points on the board.
Record there to tack on the extra points. And the Vikings tie this game up. All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And it's an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he picks up 5 on that 1st down run, brings up 2nd down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Running behind center with Swift. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
The pitch is out to Johnson. And he'll only take this for about a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. A drawn out. This is Swift. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
That's pretty much textbook defense right there and how to stop a draw play. Guys near the line, keeping their eyes in the backfield, and then you collapsed all running lanes as soon as he got the ball.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Now Williams. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for Bears 1st down.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. On play action, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. The left side finds Burden. And just after the catch, he is hit and stopped. A nice gain, though, down to the enemy 41.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. He's running for it. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for another Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
First down, here's Swift. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Swift gets it again on second down. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it third down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the fourth. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take a 4th quarter lead. Caleb Williams, the touchdown.
Okay, you got to be aware defensively by this point that this guy is going to run if he sees daylight. I think there was an awareness factor. They just couldn't stop him. He has just been that kind of X factor with his legs.
Santos now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bears break that tie and now lead by 7.
37. Vikings 30.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Jones. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You trade a little bit of speed, sure. But you sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Now McCarthy. And he won't escape. The Bears take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And his effectiveness hasn't been limited to what he can do with his arm this season. On that last drive, he reached a significant mark for his efforts on the ground as well. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Staying grounded with Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Williams will look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They'll run now with Swift. And he got what he could there, calling about 4 yards on 1st down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Going one again with Swift. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. That's good for 7 yards. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Johnson. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. On play action, Williams. The left side is hauled in by Loveland. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. They're both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
Putting a receiver in motion. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. One of the tight ends motioning left. They'll run with Johnson. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time and talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, or that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle. That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Williams from the gun. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So now they're left with fourth and goal.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Important moment as they turn to Cairo Santos. A very short kick here from the right hash. And his kick is blocked. Now he's got it inside the 15.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Off the play fake. It's McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. McCarthy fires out wide. Complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, McCarthy. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Hits him on the out route. And he goes out of bounds as everyone turns to hear from our referee.
Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Thielen's got it. It's complete.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On play action now, McCarthy. He stays up, but there's too much pressure, and he's brought down. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
On now comes their punter. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Jukes one defender. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. They had their field goal blocked last time out, so 3 points poorer on the scoreboard than they expected to be right here. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. That begins with a run by Johnson. Jukes out a one-stop. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
1st down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. From the 34. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
No, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Back of the gun, here's Williams. So pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Going with the screen to Johnson. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. 3rd down coming. Looking from the gun, Williams. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Roma Dunze, the intended receiver. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Man, that was a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. McCarthy to throw it. Rolling out to his left. He tucks it and takes off. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Vikings.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
At the 41-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now it's McCarthy. He's keeping it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Jones trying the left side. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
To number 85. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Third down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Back to throw it. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Paid for this? Can't believe I paid for this!
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
He keeps it and takes off. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Vikings down by 7. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Jones goes the wrong way. He's going to lose several here.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Now from his 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Setting up to pass. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Fifth DB out there now. Big rep for this defense on 3rd and goal. Throwing now. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Vikings cut it to a point late in this one. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He'll take this at the 10. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 before heading out of bounds. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And they need to get it to at least that 40-yard line to have a shot at the game winner. But there's enough time remaining to work it even closer if things go right. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. They get to Johnson to start this drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Back to throw. Brought in right side by Moore. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here he is to throw. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
So out now comes the punter. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. The Vikings now set to take the field. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoffs. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be brought down up the 28-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Second and 8. He's got more once again. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. This run held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 39. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's a Chicago first down.
1st and 10.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. Williams from the gun. Taking a big shot for the end zone. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands. And now it's 4th down. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff.
Tory
They're out now,
Taylor
ready to
in
punt
punt
it.
formation
And in
for the Bears.
overtime, he needs to make this a good one. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. The Vikings offense back to the field now. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary, this might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, and the other side gets a chance to go win it.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I am not sure how we didn't see a safety right there. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short.
Some work to do here. Need to make some progress to get in range for that game winner. Here's 2nd down. A give left side to Jones. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Jones once more. This is not going to get it done on 3rd down. They catch him behind the line. This goes for a loss.
Defenses at this level, really any level, will let you run it there all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. You can give up yards, even a healthy chunk of them. But just float the ball and make sure he's brought to a halt well shy of that 1st down marker.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this needs to be a good one. From his end zone, he gets the kick away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Here come the Bears, back out on offense. Each offense has had a chance to score now, Brock. Neither one could, so we're in a sudden death. The next score wins it.
And wouldn't it be great, Kate, if we saw one of these defenses just take a turnover back for the winning touchdown? Really just surprise everybody here.
Love that.
It'll be a little tougher to do now, though. Both offenses a little more settled in, and you've got to imagine a little more sense of urgency.
1st and 10 from the 41. Moore going to motion over right. 1st down throw by Williams. Secured by Burden on the slant. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
27-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And he'll ball his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
All right, Brock, both teams have had their opening salvos. Next score wins it in OT as they come up on 2nd down. Johnson gets it again on 2nd. And only can get his yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
Blake Cashman on the tackle. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
And now the entire game rests on his next kick. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here, as they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. Important moment as they turn to Cairo Santos. Don't forget, the defense got in there and blocked one earlier. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
Makes the score Bears.
Well, I know
20.
once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
So the Bears come away with the win. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Bears winners as we say so long from Chicago.